So I'm going to try to combine some more of my videos instead of putting out a bunch of little videos, but with my training videos, combine them for a week in review. So what you're seeing right now is the second day of my first week. This is the overhead med ball toss. I think I did 4 sets of 5 reps here. And this misses my first day, which I've just toyed in some squats with a buffalo bar and some front squats. And then I got into this day and started with the med ball toss, and this also was my upper main press day focus. Today was bench. This is just to get my hips moving again and work out some of the soreness from the squats for my first day free squatting. I hit some banded belt squat marches that I had rigged up here in the squat rack, and then moved into some warm-up work before I moved into my bench press. So I have not free squatted in a while, so I was pretty little banged up and hadn't done anything with a straight bar either. And so went and worked on that with the belt squat. So here, put everything in fast forward. This is a face pull, and if you notice, if you go back and watch it, I changed the angle of where I pull from my forehead to my nose to my chin to my neck. Just like trying to warm up the whole upper body. Moving to a slight incline pec fly, just kind of get the thing stretched out, and also getting pecs warmed up. I've been having some shoulder issues with my right shoulder and just trying to get things warm and moving. So here I did a version of a dumbbell clean. I did a couple different things here. The first one was kind of pulling the elbows more up and then rotating, and then you can kind of catch the switch halfway where I rotate from the bottom all the way up. Just getting the shoulders warm before I move into the heavy pressing. I did 3 rounds of this stuff just to get warmed up. And then the last thing I did here was, like I said, with my right shoulder bugging me, just laid the kettlebell on it and just tried to get some internal rotation work. I had this pretty tight spot in the front of my pec, and so it was literally just laying on the ground. And like I said, this is fast forward, just working this, trying to get things loosening and moving and feeling all right. So I'm prepping for the 4th annual Blatnik strength meet, and I haven't done some of this movements in a while, especially the full powerlifting movements. So today you see barbell bench press. Hadn't done that in a while. Throwing in slight pauses in there. Goal is to work up to this 315 for a single, which I did fine, and then threw on the slingshot for a little bit of overload work, and everything felt pretty good, and then did a drop set of 20 with 225. So the slingshot set before this was 340 pounds. Everything moved okay. It just felt kind of foreign because I'd laid off the bench press because it was pissing my shoulder off a little too much. And then it was pump time. And since it's off season, you get a little bit more of this. I'm doing some more smaller workouts now is the plan, to hit some more of these bodybuilding type movements. So it was a tricep press down. I think it's 20 reps right into, or 15 reps right into a cable curl, and then went right over and did this rear delt fly with bands attached to the rack. Have been doing a lot of these. This day, moving into my squat day, this was my heavy squat day on Wednesday. I did this on Thursday, I can't remember, but I was just feeling things out once again, not knowing where I would be full squatting to depth. With a straight bar, haven't done either in a while. Worked up to this was 350 for a single. Pretty happy with the speed on it. Then threw some knee wraps on, since I'll probably wear them again in the meets, and went 375 and 400, and then put reverse bands on for 425, and you'll see that I'll just progress all these sets each week. Forgot to video all my prep stuff, and before I got the phone and camera and tripod everything out to start videoing. So reverse bands, not a bad set, actually moved a little bit better. This moves into, I think this is my Friday lift, and it's my Friday lift, hitting some rotational pal-off press movement here to get the core warmed up, and worked snatches. This day was my main work. Here was just trying to get my shoulders loosened up and firing shoulders lats with some I call these double pull aparts, since I'll pull apart at the chest and then pull apart overhead, or I'll call them standing double pull aparts, so standing in the band. I think I did like 6 each on the ab and 6 each here on this. This was one that I just felt like I wanted to work these muscles. I did a dumbbell RDL to an upright row. I think I did 3 sets of 10. This is all in prep. I've been doing this a lot lately and helping things feel better. On these back extensions, one thing I really like to focus on more is squeezing and contracting the glutes and hamstrings than my back, actually. Sets on the snatch today, Power snatches, had no idea what I'd end up doing because I hadn't done them in a while. Worked up to this last one up here is 100 kilos. They're a little all over the place, a little sloppy, but that was expected. And then finished up with some back work. I think it was like 5 sets of 5 weighted pull-ups, some dumbbell rows, and I think that was about it for this entire week. Had a little other things here and there that I got in, but all in all, a good solid first week into the off season. So stay tuned for more.